GFL, yeah, we taking over. Ain't no more Rizzo, GFL, baby.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? TenaciousDD214 coming to you live from the other side of the sites. How's everybody doing? Listen, I sound like absolute dog shit. I know this. Little monotonic. I'm apologizing for that. I just woke up, and I just want to come and talk to you guys about something, man. Neighbors, and when you live in the rural area, and well, some people have a way of doing things, and other people have a way of doing things, and this is the first time this has happened in the 8 years I've lived in this neighborhood, and I'm kind of pissed off about this, and the reason I'm pissed off about this is because tough shit for them. All right. Now I want to tell you something about my house. My house sits off the main road about 210 meters. All right, I have a driveway that comes down to the house about 210 meters, and at the end of that I have a roundabout. Okay. Well, my trash is picked up every Wednesday, and I had to wait to have my trash picked up for the longest time because what had happened is the trash company got bought out, and my trash sat for a very long time until I said, fuck this, I'm going to hire a trash removal service, right? I hired an independent to do it for me. I'm a disabled veteran, ladies and gentlemen. I have spinal issues. And that independent that came out and took care of that for me is a great guy. Absolute great guy down here in Virginia. Does a great job. Now, when the company was taken over, it was bought out by a company called GFL. Now, GFL said that, hey, trash day's on Wednesdays. Roger that. Now, what I did is I went out and I inspected my trash cans every Wednesday for 3 weeks, and they didn't pick up my trash. See, where I live, you have to come down the driveway, and where I have my couch in my living room, I can see right outside my bay window, so I see everybody driving by and anybody coming down my driveway. Here's the thing. Unless I know you, and I know your car, and you're coming down my driveway, all is good. If I don't recognize your car, and you don't blink twice, say you're a delivery man. On every delivery, I tell them, blink twice before you come down this driveway. Because I'm very protective about not just my land, but my life. All right? And if you go back and listen to my Armed American stories, you can hear my self-defense story in what happened with me. So, to make a long story short, they've been kind of, how do you say, regular, okay? Now everybody knows that a trash truck is a very large vehicle. Makes a lot of noise. Doesn't matter where it goes in the neighborhood, it makes a lot of noise. But for some odd reason, I got a phone call today that said, hey, we're not going to come down to your house anymore, your curbside service, and pick up your trash anymore. You're going to have to bring it that 200 yards. They didn't say 200 yards. You're going to have to bring it to the top of your driveway, and we'll pick it up then. I said, no, you're not. I have it in my record that I'm a disabled vet. You agreed to do curbside service. What's the problem? They said, we've been getting noise complaints. Really? Noise complaints. From who? They didn't mark that down. So you're going to tell me that someone within my neighborhood or people within my neighborhood that I've lived with for the past 8 years have a noise complaint? Here's my theory. When was it? Last Thursday, a GFL truck had come down my driveway. And when they call me back, well, correction, when I call them back tomorrow, I'm going to ask them about that. A GFL truck comes down my driveway. Remember, folks, if I don't know your car, I'm going to go outside my home with a firearm. Now, I stood up when I looked at this vehicle, this pickup. I saw a GFL and a guy with a roadside vest on. I said, okay. He's inspecting the trash cans. He's looking at my trash cans to see if there's trash in my trash cans. There was I haven't had maybe a onesie and twosie bag of trash go out, the big garbage, toss them in there. So why are you going to send this guy? Now, that's my theory. You're going to send a trash inspector down to see if my trash cans are filled. And then you're going to call me the day before my trash cans are supposed to be emptied and tell me the curbside service is going to happen because of a noise complaint. Well, this was pretty much summarized my reply. I said, you're going to tell me that you guys come through this neighborhood every week and you come down my driveway, through my roundabout, pick up my trash, and then head back up my driveway, get to the top, and you turn left. The boys turn left every time. If someone has a problem with me, they need to come and talk to me about it. They have to stop being a coward and come and talk to me. Hey, man, I understand you have I understand that you have trash being picked up at your house, but the trucks that come down your driveway, the noise bothers me. Bullshit. You know what type of people talk that way? Karens talk that way, ladies and gentlemen. So that's my theory. They sent a trash can inspector out on a Thursday to check my trash cans last Thursday, and there wasn't any trash in them. There's trash in them that needs to be picked up tomorrow. And if my trash isn't picked up tomorrow, I'm going to raise holy hell with them. I don't care about neighbors' feelings when it comes to noise. Because I also told her in our interaction, I said, look, I live in a neighborhood where they play the music of freedom every weekend. And I have no problem with it because I join them playing the Symphony of Freedom on my range in my backyard. My neighbor at night plays a Symphony of Freedom up until about midnight, 2-3 times a week. I don't call the sheriff and say, oh, there's somebody shooting guns and there's noise. No, I don't say that because I know my neighbors. So for them to tell me that something's going on at GFL and they don't want to tell me, I don't play that game. And I told them, you tell the next person who calls with a noise complaint to come down my driveway, knock on my door, and we'll discuss it. Until then, I expect my trash to be picked up because I pay you $50 every 2 weeks plus 20% to pick up my trash as a paying customer. Here's the thing. My trash bill is $57 a month. I pay $72 every paycheck, so I have a credit on my account. So if, you know what, I don't want to pay it that month, I don't have to pay it that month. The fact of the matter is this, people, is when they try to pull this shit against their customers, you have to be vigilant. Know your neighbors. That's the main thing. Know your neighbors. I get along great with Pete. I get along great with Mike. I get along great with Ms. Tabby across the street. I get along great with the McPhersons down the street. I get along great with everybody. I've had neighbors come over to my range and shoot with me. I've had barbecues with my neighbors. I've lived here 8 years, and this is the first time this has come up. So I'm putting GFL on blast, and if any of my neighbors in this neighborhood where I live have a problem, stop being a fucking coward and come and talk to me about it. So, let me ask you this, folks. Have you ever had a problem with your neighbors at all about anything? And you were notified by another, like the trash company or the electric company or the gas company about noise complaints? Leave your story down in the comment section below because I'd like to read those. So, if you like this type of content, go ahead, subscribe, comment, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications. And let everything I've said sink in for a minute. And on that note, folks, I'm RTB, out.